So today we're going to be covering 10 of the strongest, most powerful men's designer fragrances ever created. Now again, this is only a selection of 10 of them. There's many more out there that could make it in this video, but you know, I got to stop somewhere. So this isn't the entire list. I could maybe do a part 2 to this and knock out some more that I didn't cover in this video because there are still quite a few heavy performers out there on the designer side. But what I wanted to do was just kind of throw some into a bucket here and talk about these. I tried to choose some that maybe weren't as basic and obvious as some others and try to throw in some things that you maybe weren't expecting just to kind of shuffle it up a little bit. And really my criteria for this one was pretty simple. I was looking at both projection and longevity to kind of combine into one for the term powerful here. So these all have great longevity, and by that I'm talking 9, 10 plus hours consistently. You'll always have those days where maybe something does better or worse on your skin, but consistent 9, 10 hours and beyond. A lot of these will hit beyond that. And projection, there's no real super scientific way to measure that. Even same with longevity to some extent, but I'm just looking for room fillers. You know, you kind of know when you have something that's projecting good. You can tell by the people around you if they're giving you compliments or maybe the opposite of compliments, whatever it may be, but you just kind of know, you can tell. So I will link these all down below so you can pick them up at discounters. Would appreciate you subscribe so that way you see these videos show up, and I do want to see you over on the community tab where I'm posting deals every day. Anything that's rare, new, discontinued, whatever, or just a great deal comes into stock, I'm posting about it. You don't want to miss out. You're able to save a ton of money over there and pick up some really cool stuff. AZZARO Wanted by Night. So as soon as Nightfall comes in, Wanted comes out. At least the night version, right? That's really what this one's all about. It's got cinnamon, tobacco, fruity notes. Smells fantastic. I love this stuff. Very much a hyped up scent. And so automatically some people may think, is it really that good? And it's all personal preference. I can see where some people wouldn't like this. But for the price, when you can get this one for the normal good deal of the mid $40 range, it is hard to beat. Sometimes testers will come in stock for like $37. They don't come with a cap, unfortunately, but still a good way to get your hands on this stuff for a much lower price. And it's strong. It's a powerful scent both ways, longevity, projection. I've never had an issue with this one. And generally, when you look online and see what people are saying about this one, I would say probably 98% of people say that, yeah, it's a really good performer. The other 2% could just be people who don't have great luck with it, or they could be haters. So you got to pick and choose with what you listen to. Next up, a cheapie, a mega cheapie, Bentley for Men Intense. While this is not everyone's cup of tea, it's not everyone's favorite scent. In fact, some people hate this fragrance, and again, I can see why some people may not like this. It's hard to deny that this stuff is strong. It is a potent scent. It's got rum, woody notes, incense. I mean, this is a man's scent. Like, it's a man's scent, not just a man's scent. This stuff is so masculine and a little bit more traditional than what maybe you might be used to. You know, it's nothing like Wanted by Night, which has that playful fruitiness. You know, this has none of that going on. This is straight down to business, and that's it. No goofing around, no playing around. Someone who's wearing this usually knows exactly what they're after. They're on a mission, and they're going to do whatever they can to get to it. Whether you're a businessman or whatever it may be, this is going to be your type of scent. And obviously, again, it's very strong stuff. Projection, longevity, no issues at all. This is an eau de parfum, and you really just can't go wrong with it, especially for the price. We'll go with the Sweet Bomb, kind of switching gears completely. Yet again, FERRAGAMO UOMO signature. So again, if you know, Bentley for Men Intense might not be your thing, if that sounds a little too out there, then this may not be. This might be right up your alley because it's going to be a little bit more of your typical new style of men's fragrance, and by that I mean something much sweeter, with tonka bean coffee, some leather in here as well. It's a really nice mixture, and this is really good. And the original UOMO is also very nice as well. But what I like about Signature is that it makes it a little bit more wearable to me. It knocks back some of the overwhelming sweetness just a little bit, and that's why I like this one a little bit more. the original or this one, whatever you choose, it's going to be great performance for you. This one here, very strong stuff. Concentration wise, you do have an eau de parfum, and it just gets the job done. The sweetness that this one has makes it project like none other. So definitely be ready for, you know, some head turning abilities here with this one. It's going to fill a room up. It's going to get you noticed. It's going to get people looking at you because they're going to be able to tell where this is radiating from because it's so strong. And the closer they get to you, the more they're going to be able to smell it, that sort of thing. So do be prepared. Strong stuff, but that's why you're here. So I couldn't really do this video without throwing in a true OG powerhouse of a scent. Yeah, YSL KOUROS. So what's interesting is this is not a vintage bottle. Okay, this is, I don't even know if I could see the batch code on here. 38U4002. The batch code's getting pretty long. This has been out since, what, the 80s, so they've been definitely releasing and changing this to comply with the rules that do exist out there, perfumery. So it's been altered over the years. Vintage bottles, I'm sure, are just completely unnecessarily strong. And again, what's crazy is this stuff is unnecessarily strong, truly potent. It attacks your nose. I mean, this doesn't have a cap, but as soon as I put my nose up to that atomizer, you can smell it. And I mean, seriously, be careful with this. You know, if you're testing it for the first ever time and you've never smelled a powerhouse scent like this, don't spray it on your skin, spray it on paper, because if you don't like it, well, good luck getting it off your skin. You're going to have to hit the shower, hit the steam room, and sweat that stuff out of there. Musk, civet, honey, leather, aldehydes, and a whole bunch of other notes are in this one. An animalic powerhouse, that's really all you need to know, and should go without saying, but yeah, this is definitely known for being a beast mode performer. We'll go with the newer one, and in fact, this is the newest fragrance on this list, and it already has made it into a list like this. I mean, we've got a whole bunch of things dating back from a whole bunch of different releases, and this one has earned it for sure. It's SAUVAGE ELIXIR by DIOR. The EDT, the EDP, the Parfum, they're all very strong, and among some of the strongest, I would say. I've always had good performance from SAUVAGE. I've never been one that has struggled with it. I do get olfactory fatigue, but you know, that is an actual bad performance. That's just your nose is literally tuning it out because it's so strong. But ELIXIR takes it to the next level, to a level that I never thought was going to be achieved, and they did it here, and it's absolutely insane. So this one has this licorice, kind of sandalwood, warm, spicy, semi-sweetness about it, and it's very mature. So you may be thinking of SAUVAGE being a youthful, playful, kind of D-bag smelling fragrance, you know, the EDT, and yeah, I could see that fitting that stereotype, but ELIXIR does not. Complete opposite. If you're more mature, you're more grown up, you want something to portray that, go with this one. It's expensive, but the price to performance ratio is really pretty impressive. I mean, this stuff is strong. 12 plus hours. Longevity, no issues, projection for several hours and not any sort of weak projection, strong room occupying projection, and also it leaves a great scent trail as well. So you're kind of hitting three birds with one stone here. It's an absolute beast. Okay, INVICTUS Intense by PACO Rabanne is up next, my little 50 ml bottle. It's got whiskey, ambergris, and orange blossom. So you could put the original INVICTUS, you could put INVICTUS Aqua 2016, but I didn't want to put that in because you can't buy it, right? But that was a powerhouse, super strong scent. INVICTUS Legend is also very strong. Most of the flankers, to be fair, are strong. And if I didn't say the original already, yeah, of course, the original INVICTUS. But, and again, I wanted to throw in kind of a wild card here. And Intense isn't talked about all that much, and I like Intense. I think it's definitely improvement over the original INVICTUS. And so if you haven't tried this one and you like the original INVICTUS, I definitely wouldn't wait around. I would give this one a shot. If you don't like the original INVICTUS, you're not 100% guaranteed to like this one, but it is a step in that right direction. It's better overall and very strong. I also think that one might be discontinued. It's not looking too healthy out there in the market. You can get it, but it's not stocked heavily. I wouldn't wait around on that. Terre d'Hermès Parfum version. Got to cover the bottle on this one. We've all been there before, right? Now, this one's got flint, it's got orange, woody notes, and oak moss in here. it's all about the woods and the orange. You hear dirty, earthy orange with the original, the Eau de Toilette. Well, smell this, and it's like you take an orange and you rub it through dry, dusty dirt, and then rub it up against like an oak tree, and then run it through some oak moss and out through the woods. I mean, it is a man's scent. Masculine, woodsy, kind of outdoorsy, strong. This type of thing just smells like pure confidence. If you want to get the job done, no matter what it is you're going to do, if you want to get something accomplished, wear this one. There's something about it. It's just very confidence inspiring. It makes you want to get stuff done. Okay, next up we have Versace Eros. So what I'm going to do here is the EDT, you know, back when it first came out, everyone was wearing it, and a lot of the reason why was because it performed so good, and guys kind of figured out about it, and they're like, man, this is almost like a little secret there in the beginning. That is, it's definitely not a secret anymore, but you know, everyone was wanting to keep it to themselves. Over the years, there's been speculation that Eros has changed, and I don't want to get into it, but what I will say is, for the historical sake of the video, Eros EDT, for what you should buy now, go with the Parfum. It still has that DNA, but it's much stronger than current batches of EDTs. My EDT is not new, but it's you know, a few years old. I got it kind of when I first started collecting 4 or 5 years ago. So newer, not vintage, but this is stronger than that EDT. So that's saying something here. Running down to the end, YSL Eau de Parfum. You know, it's one of those deals. I'm making the video, I think YSL EDP, I'm like, should I put it in? Is that redundant? And I'm like, I shouldn't think that way for something like this, because that would be doing this a disservice. Do you agree or do you disagree? You know, normally with videos, I do try to mix it up, but when it comes down to putting a video together like this, where I'm picking things that are super good performing, even though this is talked about all the time, I got to put it in anyway. I just don't want to leave stuff out just because it's talked about all the time. And again, there's a reason why this is talked about all the time. It's a great scent overall. Another one that's a little bit more on the pricey side, $100 or so, 100 mil, you know, sometimes 110 bucks, something like that. But it's worth every penny. Talk about a great investment here with this one for sure. And performance is nuclear, especially in the heat, which is primarily when you're going to be wearing this one, summertime, spring, whatever. But it also is so strong that it even holds up in the wintertime. So this is kind of a summer freshy that you can wear in the dead of winter, and it's still going to be cutting through the cold with no problem at all. And we'll end this one on another relatively popular one that if you didn't think was going to make it in this video, you would assume it would make it in the next one for sure. It's one of those deals that just kind of had to show up at some point. Armani Code Profumo. It's got tonka bean leather. Has this root beer accord. I love it. I'm going to make this my scent of the night after I change out of my recording clothing, because if I spray this on right now, these clothes are going to smell like this for days, and I don't really necessarily prefer that to happen. So I'll put on my, you know, everyday clothes, and I'm going to load myself down with this. It's the evening, so, you know, I'm just going to be hanging out at home, snuggling up because it's getting cold outside. This is a nice scent for that, you know. It's kind of viewed as one of those clubbing beasts, and yeah, it works great for going out, bars, clubs, parties, whatever. But wear this one kicking around the house in the evening. There's something about it that just is fun. Really love it. And I don't go out very often anyway, so I got to wear stuff like this at some point. Why not in the evening before I go to bed? It just makes sense, right? Strong stuff. It's a Parfum concentration. Smells fantastic. It's one that puts a smile on my face. It's generic. It's been talked about, but you know what? It is a really cool scent. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for me. 10 of the most powerful designer fragrances ever created. Again, only 10 of them. Lots more to cover, and if this video seems to get a good amount of positive feedback, I'll do another video, and of course, none of these will be featured in the next one, so it'll be new stuff each time. So let me know if you want to see that. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, shows me you like this type of thing. And please go check out the community tab, posting deals every day, multiple times a day. You could save a lot of money. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.